Hey guys, King and Nerf King, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the Nerf stocks that I own because I have a lot of them. I did a Zombie Strike collection the other day, and now I'm just going to be talking about every Nerf stock I own. I've got a lot of weird ones. I don't have a lot of normal ones. Of course, there's not really such thing as a normal stock, but I have like a really big collection of really weird ones and ones that people don't own, so I thought I should bring them up. Yeah. The first two stocks I should probably talk about that I own are these two modulus stocks. They're meant to hold a magazine, and they're both basically the same thing, except this one is like way flimsier, so it's garbage, but this one is actually sturdy. You could actually use this stock as a stock, and it holds a magazine like decently well. It doesn't have a release or anything. It just kind of like clips in there. It's got like a little thing that it like sort of fits into and hangs on, so you can pull it out. If it had like a button or something or a magazine release, I would feel a bit better about it, but it's just kind of shoved in there. I'm kind of worried that it might break a magazine one day or something if I end up like pushing too hard or missing this part or something. Alright, so this is a stock from an Alpha Trooper. I don't remember much about this. I don't remember if it was made specifically for it. It's from the AccuStrike one. I don't remember if they made it for it or they took it from something else and reskinned it. I don't know anything about this. I never used this one, but it's a cool looking stock. Speaking of Alpha Trooper, I've got two Alpha Trooper stocks. A yellow one and a pale orange one that was also from an Alpha Trooper. These ones are just pretty cool. They're just like, well, they're just like folding stocks, but they can be locked in place, and the folded, or wait, no, this is the unfolded and this is the folded position. They work pretty well, but they kind of feel like loose whenever you're using them. They don't feel like they have as much support as they could. Like, I feel like maybe if they braced them up a bit more or fixed the locking mechanism, because this locking mechanism, it just sort of slots into place. Like, it goes, you just push in and it goes inward. And I feel like it's going to come really loose, because, like, I can already wobble it, though, even though it's in the locked position. So I feel like eventually it's just not going to go in here. I feel like eventually I'm going to lock it in place, and then it's just going to fall and become unlocked or something. Alright, so here's a Delta Trooper stock. It's pretty good. This one is like insanely chunky. Like, this is the best stock I own, probably. I mean, it's a really short one, but it's probably like the best made one. Like, this thing, it doesn't flex, it doesn't break. Though, to be fair, I did tape off I did put a bunch of tape around the actual attachment point on my my Delta Trooper right here, so you know, that might be the reason it doesn't really wobble that much. I mean, it's like really sturdy, like this thing will last, though it's probably not as long as people probably want their stocks to be, so it might not be for you. Nerf Infantry Rifle stock. It's the exact opposite of what it should be. It should be an extendable stock, but it's not. So it's just a cool looking white stock that can't extend, even though it definitely looks like it should. Demolisher stock. This one's actually longer, and I like using this one. You can also put a Mega XL, not a Mega XL, a Mega Missile in here. You could probably also put a Mega XL, but it wouldn't like fit in. It'd probably like floating around here. You can fit in like a Mega Missile in here and hold it for extra ammo, but I don't really use Mega Missiles or Mega XL, so it's kind of just here in case I need extra dart storage. And even though, I mean, even then when I do put darts in here, they usually get stuck and I can't really get them out in time. So this is kind of useless, but in terms of being an actual good stock, I'd rate this a 10 out of 10. This is actually a usable stock. Alright, so here's, I think it's the Mediator stock, I think it was. Normally this would have a double strike type reskin that slots into here and you can pull it out for an emergency blaster, but I don't have that. I got rid of it because it was unnecessary and I'm never gonna use it for that purpose. This is like a really long stock, and if you're someone who needs like a more longer stock, like maybe you've got like an Alpha Trooper and you've got a drum in and you're going crazy and you're like slam firing like crazy, maybe this is a stock you need. Also, it's got a cool like clip-on thing. Let me move this, my tablecloth's coming off. I'm just thinking it might be a good thing for an Alpha Trooper, because that's usually what I use it on with. Use it with. I usually use it with my Alpha Trooper, because it's like, this is a long stock, let's be honest. This is insanely long. If you need an actual like long stock, this is the one to buy from Nerf, from good old Hasbro. Ghoul Grinder stock. I have an Ultra Dart in here because this one has a little hole right here and you can fit an Ultra Dart in here. So if you've got like an Ultra Blaster and you need one extra dart, I guess this is okay. Also, it's in Zombie Strike colors, but no Zombie Strike blasters really have an attachment point, so it kind of feels pointless. And in terms of being a good stock, I'd say this is okay, but it's got like this weird textured part right here. And this really hurts. Like, sometimes when I'm not wearing a thermal under my shirts, like, having this dig into me here, I don't like it. Retaliator stock. This is a white one from, I think it was at a Goodwill the other day. I got a white Retaliator and modded it. And I now have just a leftover stock that I'll probably get rid of. And I also have the remains of the stock from my original Retaliator. I took the actual part off right here, and I just thought it was cool because it's just a weird little unique looking shape. It doesn't actually work as a stock anymore, so I kind of ruined it, but the Retaliator stock was never really usable to begin with. And last I've got is a Super Soaker stock. Actually adjustable as it should be. The gray's kind of like faded, and the detachment button here, it's kind of paler than it used to be because it's kind of aged. I've had this for a while. I've seen a few people who own this, so I know I'm not alone on it. This isn't that insanely rare. I remember these used to be more difficult to find. I believe that there's a blue variant, a elite colored one that is, and also a yellow one. I'm pretty sure one of my friends owns a yellow one. I'll have to check back on him. Alright, so I'm gonna have to throw one of these at the camera. What do I want to throw? I'll go with a Retaliator stock. Finally, the Retaliator stock is actually useful.